Welcome back to the EBA Top 40 workout. We go ahead and switch over to the boys division. As I mentioned, we're in the boys division now. The underclass side of things, these are boys class of 2018 through class of 2021. Gonna have a different setup here today, so we'll have a running clock 16-minute period that will really just be sort of exhibition, fellas getting the leg loose, able to freestyle a little bit, get some evaluations in front of those that are on site. When you look at Brandon Clay scouting, Coach Jonathan Hemingway also with On the Radar Hoops report. Two Naismith All-American voters as well as a McDonald's All-American voter on the boys side there in Brandon Clay. And then from there, we'll be able to have more camp games where they focus a little bit more on the camp offense. As much offense as you could expect players that are just now coming to play together to run. It's all about some of the basic basketball that can really get the movement and good fundamentals involved and let the players just go from there. That jump shot's off the mark. Good finish on the other end. That's number 29. There in the white jersey. That's Bailey Minor. Here we're going to have a trip to the line for number 1, Trey Austin. Austin had a three-pointer earlier. His free throw won't stay down. Minor with the rebound. That jumper's too strong. Austin with the board. Three from the top of the key is no good. Bounced around, rebound, going to be pulled out of there. That's Gray 11. Gray 11 is Cullen Reed. Reed hesitates, floats it up. And it's good. Patience there, then finishing with the floater. Take a look there at that last floater. See him hesitate for a second. Float it up and in. Pass a little bit too tall, sails out of bounds. Substitutions coming. It's a wide open look at three. No good. Rebound by White, 30. C.J. Planton. Good pass inside. SWAT team called as that one's knocked off the glass. I believe that's Planton again. But the southpaw jumper is good to go there for grade 12. That's Naheem Alain. Pass cross court. Jumper knocked down by grade 18. That name here for you shortly. This is stolen. Will come the other way.
18. Marcus, 18 is Preston Wiggins from North Forsyth, sophomore, 2018. One of my favorite kids in the camp, man. Fantastic.
He's the one that knocked down that bucket, the last bucket. Ball's loose. Not for long. He's going to be picked up, working hard and getting that opportunity there. It's going to be the youngster.
Yeah, Tenari Lane's got a chance, man. He's just an 8th grader. You know, great frame, plays with EOTO during the club season. Right now, actually slated to attend high school here at Central Gwinnett. Played for Coach Brandon Mayweather. You know, Lane came to All-American camp last month and showed a lot of promise there, earning a trip back here to top 40.
Good things brewing for Coach Brandon Mayweather here at Central Gwinnett with that youngster looking to be in the fold for the next few years.
Yeah, we'll have multiple of his upperclassmen will be playing in today's broadcast later with the 2016-17 session.
Cookie's taken, bringing it the other way, dropping it off. No, sir, as we get the block on the initial attempt, but persistence paying off there for Trey Brock.
I like Brock. I like his game. Talked to his dad a little bit earlier, and he was like, hey, man, we're committed to helping him continue to grow and get better. I like what things that are going on there for him in Bell County. Played for Lewis Morris' daughter, Macy, freshman at University of Kentucky, suited up for the first time last night at Big Blue Madness, and also hit the Quam, and it was dope. A good night for them there at Big Blue Madness, man.
Up top now, they get it over to Elaney.
I like his game. I like the potential there, what he can do. We were talking about Naheem on the other side there during some of the skill session work. And his ability to create off the bounce, as you saw right there, good size package, skill package, and a willing score there on the perimeter.
He's already got 1 3-pointer here in the exhibition. First shot's blocked. A lot of length sweeping across the lane there. He's no good initially. Tenari Lane with another offensive rebound, but they were able to bend but not break there on that possession.
Well, and I like the move there from Justin Lee, number 11 in the white, that made that. As you see Brock there with the nice dribble pull up that doesn't fall. But a lot of good young talent out here, Marcus, in terms of some of the names that we'll be talking about for years to come. What a pass.
Pass made inside there by number 13. That's Norrance Berry.
And the Berry last name, no stranger to our SUVTV following here. Sister Nora played with Tennessee Extreme on multiple broadcasts. Finishing up the junior college route, and they'll be moving on to 4-year.
Got a foul there on that shot attempt. We take a look at that last dime via the instant replay.
So smooth. I love the way he set it up too late. Yeah, I got that one, man. What a great pass.
Trip to the line here for Lee. And he's good.
Smooth stroke. Like I said, when we talk about Lee and what I think he brings to the table long term, his ability to continue to grow physically, but I'm watching his skill set grow as well. And then I'm watching him compete out here, and he's been one of the better kids so far throughout the skill stations here into the gameplay.
Nowhere to go there in that corner. But it's knocked out of bounds before they can come up with the steal.
I like that guy, Cullen Reed. Keep an eye on him there in the gray, wearing number 11. Bigger guard, can handle it. Passed the basketball, made a couple of shots early.
Yeah, nice giant killer floater earlier in the game.
He's tough, man. Good skill set. Dawson County. Actually had a chance to watch him last year during the high school season in the game. You know, and he's a guy that, you know, I think this year for them will really emerge with the departure of some seniors graduating to be one of the primary, not only scorers, but just playmakers in terms of needing to rebound the basketball and pass it and all the things that come along with playing this game in addition to scoring.
Looking to push, but all over that pass there was grade 19, Taiwan Williams.
I like Williams' assist on there to Burnell Wesco from South Mississippi Elite, getting Williams involved. Even though Williams is an Atlanta guy, there's a Mississippi connection inside the family. Burnell told him he needed to be here, and he's here. And speaking of that giant killer shot there, Cullen Reed again from the mid-range.
Makes it 16-9. Working inside, big fella looking to go to work.
Bailey Minor's tough, man. I mean, he was in the skill sessions. There was a point in time when nobody could do anything with him. He's got the perimeter skill to face up, but the size to be a threat on the interior and around the rim. Benji Woods got himself quite a player there at Gainesville High School and Bailey Minor.
Gainesville and the Red Elephants. Of course, for a good season there. Here we have a trip to the line for number 2. It's Christian Paisley.
I like Paisley, kid from Lanier, along with Justin Simon representing the Longhorns out here. So nice representation for head coach Jeremy Huckabee here today on the floor here on SUV TV.
Reed gonna try a triple this time, just short. Finally gets it ahead, and the lay-in good for number 3. That young fella's Chase Roberts.
I like Roberts, a Brookwood kid. New to the pipeline there, walking in the doors fresh this year. Keep an eye on that guy, especially with the job that Daniel Bowles does over there. Expect big things from him.
Big things there on that take. Justin Simon was able to go coast to coast with that last one.
We just mentioned Simon there, the Lanier High School product, and then immediately makes a play, you know, on the offensive end. But a lot of reasons for Jeremy Huckabee to be excited. Obviously, the 2 guys we mentioned that are here. And he's got a couple other guys, including Adrian Martin, who are not in attendance today. They can play. They're going to be in good shape off Buford Highway.
Here's Reed. We'll have some substitutions coming in.
I really like number 30. I want to make sure I point him out in gray there. CJ Plantain, you know, setting screens, doing some good things out of Seneca High School. Oh, excuse me, Grave Whitson, excuse me. CJ Plantain is 30 in white. That's on me. But Whitson also out of South Carolina. He's got an older brother that will be playing in today's session. You see Brock take that ball coast to coast off the steal. So, you know, a lot of the things that, you know, we're talking about, Marcus, you're seeing playing out here as the games go on.
Get it to the top. Handles lost. Want to go out of bounds, go the other way. You can hear turning it up on D being yelled from the sidelines on top of guys getting loose on the offensive end. That defense cranks up here in this camp setting as well.
Well, I really like what Christian Simmons and Travis McDonald have done with the boys. They were in the skill sessions with them, the opportunity to interact with those guys, and just the energy that's being brought. You know, to now not only are we getting a little bit of energy, we want to take that thing up a notch. as we get ready for the full game here. Like I said, we wanted to provide these guys with this exhibition format for the first 16 minutes, make sure everybody got acclimated. And then we moved the ball, honestly, Marcus. It's one of the biggest gripes universally about camps and individual settings is that you don't get ball movement. But if you didn't know better watching, I mean, you're getting special situations, sideline out of bounds, you're getting offensive rebounds there by Tenari Lane. You would think that these guys play together all the time, just watching the vibe and the unselfishness that I've seen here through the first 14 minutes of gameplay.
One of the things I like about Lane, you can see him create shots and be able to score the ball, but he really takes pride in attacking that offensive glass as well. You see him go up strong and finish.
And he's just a great kid. He just wants to be in here, wants to be working. Really excited to watch his development. Good shot there by Wiggins out of the corner, Marcus.
Wiggins makes it 21-17. That pass is broken up. Be Team White's ball there along the baseline. They get it to Lane. Here's Justin Lee. Lee kicks it to the corner. Three-pointer on the way. Shot's no good, but there you're able to see the length. Blur and one.
That's fast.
He had just passed you. You kind of blew and exclaimed how fast he was, and before you could even get it out, he had already laid it in, eaten the contact, and was on his way back down.
We talked about that in the transition drills, Marcus. You attack the defender until they commit. The defender never fully committed, kept hedging. So the offensive player took it right to the rim there and was able to finish. That's a great basketball play.
Shot off the back of the rim. They were able to keep it in bounds. Three-pointer off the mark. We've got about 7 seconds to work with. They get it to Lane. Lane says it's go time. Misses the first shot.
Good defense there by Wiggins to keep a body on him. That's impressive.
So that's going to send us to the end of this exhibition period. Be sure to stick with us as we've got more game coming up. We send you to the break with that and one that you see there by number 1. That's Trey Austin.